Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the readings for the earth signs, and this will be for the lovely sign of Virgo. Virgo, first off, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you on board. When you press the subscription button, make sure you hit the bell so that you are reminded when I post new content or when I'm going live. I normally go live on a Wednesday at 12 o'clock, but this week I can't get there. I've got all sorts of things happening and I need to be elsewhere. If you find the reading doesn't resonate with you, make sure you check out your natal chart on Google. Probably Cafe Astrology is a good site to go to, and find out what other planets were in your chart when you were born. It will give you a lot broader range on, reading different readings or watching different readers. You can always go to another reader if the reading's not right. But if the reading does resonate with you and it is your story, I do ask that you give it a thumbs up for me and help me to grow the channel. And I'm going to say a big thank you to you in advance for that. All right, we're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot for your reading here today. Modern Witch Tarot. All right. Queen of Swords coming straight out the gate. Now, I have seen this so many times in the last few days, and I feel like the universe is saying to us here, we need to be really clear about what we want in life and the direction we're going in. Now, you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. If you are, sometimes this Queen of Swords at a very sort of most prominent side is very assertive. She speaks her mind. She knows what she wants and she gets out there and goes for it, but in a very logical way. At her worst, she can be quite spiteful, quite cruel, quite cutting with her words. She doesn't always mean to be, but sometimes she sort of can take that to the nth degree. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, somebody who thinks a lot, somebody who sees their world in a very logical way. But I feel like what the universe is saying to you here is, are you clear about what you want in life, and are you sure of the direction you're going in? Because there seems to be, with this Queen of Swords, some element of people doubting that where they are in life is where they want to be. We do have the Three of Cups coming through here with the Temperance card. The Three of Cups talks about reunions and getting together with family and friends. Now, for some of you, you may have just come out of lockdown like us, so you might be really hanging to sort of get around people again. The Three of Cups can very often talk about interference in a relationship as well. But I'm feeling like here this is some sort of celebration, but I feel like the celebration is as a result of choosing in life to go after what you want, because you have the Temperance card coming through here, and the Temperance card is followed by the Moon. I feel here there is a lot of questioning around which way you want to go in life and what you want to do. I do see you coming to some sort of conclusion about the direction you want to go in here, and I certainly see you celebrating. Now, for some of you, it may be going after love. It may be having time with family and friends, but I feel like moreover, it's about you making decisions now that you feel really good about. The Temperance card tells me you've achieved some sort of balance here. You've started to understand your personal vibration, what makes you feel good, what your soul wants. The Moon card here talks about things hidden from view, and you are moving away from things. All right. I feel like here that maybe this decision, you may have always in your life pleased other people, because we do have that Three of Cups. I feel like somehow or another you're bringing this into balance. You're starting to understand not everything you do has to be approved by others or validated by other people. It needs to be within you. There is a really strong feeling here that you are understanding that you can move away from things that do not satisfy you at an emotional level. The Devil card tells me that you may have been tied to some way of doing things, but with the Magician here, you're now understanding you can do these things without having to have someone else's approval. Now, for some of you, if you're in a relationship that's very controlling, sometimes people go and ask their partners, is it okay if I do this? Now, I feel like that's a really relevant question if you've got small children that need looking after while you're committing to something else. And I certainly think it's a good question to ask if you need to spend a lot of money where you work with your partner to decide whether you can afford to do something or not. But under all circumstances, there should be some sort of agreement here rather than your partner dictating to you what you should or shouldn't be doing. And a lot of people sort of put up with that sort of thing. And I feel like the universe is asking you to see beyond that. This is a time here for you to start seeing what you want and how you want to go about it, and being able to follow your dreams, to follow your heart. All right, so there's definitely a cycle that's closing out. When I see the World card, I figure here there is an energy of perhaps circling something for a long time. I always feel this sort of energy with the World, like you're going around with something. And it could be that you've been trying to choose something for a long time, but maybe you have met with adversity from your family and friends. So for example, I have people coming to me for readings all the time, and you hear people talking about, wanting to do certain creative endeavors. I want to have my own business, but my husband says it's too much to invest in, it might not work. That is the sort of thing you don't want to have. Like, you need to be able to say whether you think it works or not, I actually believe in myself and it's something I want to do. But this is, to me, with the World card, that you've gone round and round a few times on whatever this is. Maybe you've been trying to assert yourself, come clean with something, trying to get somebody on side with you. But what this is saying to me here is you need to put that away now and make your own decisions. As long as they're not hurting other people, then perhaps you need to start standing up for yourself and talking about what you want, because there's a cycle closing out for you in regards to you doing or going after what your heart desires. We have the Hierophant here with the Hanged Man and the Hermit. 4 major arcanas coming out for you here, Virgo. Very, very potent little reading here. Okay, so what I see here is a person who is trying to look at things from a very different perspective. Now, you may have taken time out from the World to understand here what you want in life with this Hermit energy. The Hierophant sort of says to me that whatever this is, you want more stability. And the stability you're looking for is being able to follow your own heart here. The Hanged Man is a card of looking at things from a different perspective. So maybe this is the approach you're taking. Maybe you're asking permission for something that you could be answering yourself on. Something here is about to change within you, though. There is the closing out of some sort of cycle, and maybe that cycle is about pleasing others rather than doing what your heart desires. Because there's a big change coming through. There we are, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. You're co-creating with the universe, 9 of Pentacles. See? Beautiful, beautiful energy in those 3 cards. Firstly, I'd like to say that you have an idea or something you want to do here that is going to make you a lot of money. It's going to be very creative. It's going to bring you the fame and the fortune that you have been after. And there is nothing wrong with fame and fortune. For some unknown reason in the tarot industry, I feel it comes from something to do with where the origins of this sort of work started out, where people feel they can't earn a lot of money. I have no idea why people are it probably was relevant when it first started out, but making a lot of money doesn't mean that you can't do an incredibly good job with what you do. And Spirit said to me a long time ago, if earning money is what gets you out doing the work you do, then we fully support you in that. So I guess here, whatever it is for you, making a lot of money, having your name out there, whatever it is that's going to make you feel good about yourself, you're actually already creating this with the universe. So it's like it's already in your future. You just have to choose to go after it. 9 of Pentacles tells me that you are getting yourself in the energy where you need to be. So you're letting go of some sort of self-doubt here and definitely starting something new. And look at this. This is beautiful. So whatever it is that you were embarking on, whatever it is the direction you're going in, you are taking up this new start. You are taking a leap of faith here. And I feel like you've had a lot of people who've tried to talk you out of this. You may have had a lot of people who said you were going in the wrong direction, wasn't going to do what you wanted to do. You've been dealing with a lot of jealous, less ambitious people. People who perhaps didn't want you to succeed. Because that is the only people who tell you that you can't do it, it's not right for you, whatever. Only jealous and non-ambitious people are going to say that. Because the people who love you want you to succeed. They want you to do well at things. They want you to be successful. And I feel like here that you are finally taking up the baton here and running with this. You're letting go of some sort of lack mentality. And this has been coming through in all the readings today. It's about being able to say, well, okay, everybody else is telling me I'm not going to succeed at this, or that something is not right for me. And you're listening to other people here. So it's making you feel like you're not achieving, like you've been left out in the cold. So you're about to say goodbye to this because you're closing out some sort of cycle. And to me, it looks like whatever you're doing here is going to be so extremely successful financially here as well. We've got a lot of pentacles in this reading. Financially successful, and you definitely got that sort of energy of making a name for yourself. So I see here with the Queen of Swords that you're making a decision to stand in your truth here and go after what you want. I feel that there's a lot of celebration around that. The time is right here. You're letting go of these emotions and things that have held you back, and you're walking away from people and things that have kept you chained to some old way of thinking here, because you are manifesting here with the Magician. So you're definitely moving into a brand new time. You definitely have a King of Wands jumping out here. So it's like you're taking leadership in your own life here. All right, let's just have a look at one more outcome here. The Tower card is here. Yep, there's that King of Wands again. And the King of Swords, beautiful energy. Now, 10 of Wands, putting down the past here. This Tower is about you breaking down some old way of being here. Some old way of being, doing, seeing. Look at this. I love this. You have all 4 kings in this reading. And you have the Ace of Swords. So what this says to me is like you have the Emperor here as well. You're going after something you want here. Now, for some of you, it could be a relationship. I'm not going to discount that because I feel like for some of you, you may be going after new love here. But it may be a love that you were told you couldn't have, was not right for you, whatever. But I see you going after it with this Ace of Swords. Beautiful energy. And in order to do this, there is an energy here of being able to let go of what's been holding you back. You're rebuilding yourself here, but it's not rebuilding those parts of you that knew what you wanted. This is rebuilding those parts of you that feel indebted to others, like you have to please others or do what others say. That is the part of you here that you are letting go of. You're understanding and you're rebuilding that tower with you at the center of that tower. This time it's going to be more structured, it's going to be more sturdy, and nobody will be able to break it down. Because you are taking back your power here and building from your own truth exactly what you want to build. All right, let's read you an oracle card, Virgo. Oh, no. No, it keeps giving me 2 cards. How interesting. We'll have to pull one at random. I can't sit here all day trying to shuffle for the one you want to give me. Oh, there it is. All right, free will. Let's see what that says. Okay, it's card 23. Sovereignty, independence, free spirit. One of the ironies of the vampiric life is that many of us who have become this unnatural yet very much alive creature did not choose to become this way. We were turned, created, transformed, and often against our will. And so we wish to speak to you through this card of the sacred nature of free will, of consent. There are those who walk among you, who many call witches, and within their laws is one which is to do with the consent and consciousness that may come with the casting of a spell. This casting that we do, this spell of the most ancient kind, must be carried out with consent or because of circumstances that impel this transformation. Your free will and the free will of others is sacred. If one is taken and transformed, a dreadful bond is created, and one which must be paid for most often with pain. For to transgress the wishes of another is against the laws we have developed to keep us falling too deeply into an abyss of depravity and cruelty. If you have had something occur against your will, you will feel something of your soul's vitality draining from you, for the soul needs its blood, its chi, nerve-free prana too. It may be unseen, but the angels can glimpse it, as can those of you with preternatural sight. Free will is as sacred as a sacrament in the church, and to you this is very important at present. If one has stolen fragments of your soul through the imposition of their will upon your own, strengthen your will at this time. Do not go with the flow, as they say, for this is an energy imposed by culture or by another who loves to have the energy of those who follow them at their disposal. So I'm going to read you the blessing. It says here, you know now that to do something against the free will of another, to withhold or connive or take from another what they need to make a full decision is a kind of sin. And when one steals this right from another, a bond is developed between the two. Perhaps not immediately, but a reckoning will be made and a debt will be paid. You are considering how best to respect this right while achieving what it is that you wish for in this lifetime. Simply respect this law and all that comes to you will bring great blessings. What I feel like they're saying here is that somehow or another you've given away what you wanted in this lifetime to other people. And you're still feeding that. And nobody has the right to take something away from you. Not unless you've committed, like broken the law, committed a sin. So I feel like here you're being asked to follow your heart for whatever reason, whether it's love, for your business, for what you want to do. This is a time to ask yourself, what does my soul want? And go after it. Thank you, Virgo.